Okay, here we are with another drawing lesson. I wanted to start off, I've shown you these before, but here they are. Woodless graphite pencils. I like 6B. They're nice and dark and soft and very smudgeable. And there's the brand. Give it a try. If you don't have these, use any kind of pencil you have. The darker the better. You can use a pen, you can use markers. Just mostly you're looking for the shapes that I'm going to help show you one way to do clouds. So I'm going to do some clouds similar to this sketch that I just did 5 minutes ago as a little study to think about what I wanted to show you and what I wanted to try and share with you. So a couple things that we'll do in the next drawing here, but the most important things are clouds as they get lower and lower down toward the horizon, they get more and more flat on the bottom of the clouds. This is basically the way they are. I really encourage you to go outside when you get a nice day with some billowing clouds and take a really good look at the shapes of the clouds, the way they have multiple little billows like this, multiple little curved lines, and pay attention to wherever the sunlight is and where are the shadows. Okay, we got some shadows here to play up a little bit more. So I'm going to flip the page. I'm going to start from scratch and we'll do another little drawing kind of like this one. So here we go. Flip it over. And this is some ancient paper, I think, from the 1960s. So anyway, hopefully it stays together for the lesson here. All right, couple things to think about. Asymmetry, like I don't want the clouds smack in the middle of the paint drawing here. I want to shift them over a little bit. It makes a nicer feeling, nicer composition. So here I'm going to have the billowing highest part of my clouds right up here. So watch, off center, not falling off the edge, not right in the very heart of the drawing. So here we go, different shaped and sized billowing curved lines like this. All right, there we go. All right, the bottom of the cloud, something like this. Okay, beneath that cloud, we might have another cloud billowing up here. Okay, we might put the sunshine right about here. And just for the fun of it, from right at the center of the sun, I draw a few little radiant lines coming straight out from that point, going out in all directions. It'll remind me to where the sunlight and shadow will be on my drawing, on the clouds, basically. So these lines will go right across and come out the other side here. Again, these are all aiming right to the center of the sun there. Okay, that's enough of the sunlight. And, here we go, the bottom of the clouds. Pretty dark. We've got sun here. Where do we have the shadows? The shadows are all on the back side of the clouds here, away from the sun. Now, here's something really good to remember about clouds. If you're doing like billowing clouds, there are multiple layers. You're not just seeing a flat object with an outline. You've got multiple layers of curved, billowing clouds all along the edges of this structure here, so to speak. Clouds here. You know, again, I'm trying to make them asymmetrical so they're not all looking the same. Maybe even in the middle of the cloud here might even be another part of a cloud that billows up like that. There we go. Now, a little bit more shadowing on this. On the bottom, on the back side here. I'll shadow that, then I'll shadow this a little separately so they separate from one another. A little more shadowing there. Now, one of the cool things about these wonderful graphite pencils, especially the soft ones like the 4B, 6B, or 8B, you can use your fingers and do some really beautiful smudging. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to work along the edges here. I'm not just trying to smudge on the dark shadowed side of the drawing, but watch what happens when I just smudge along the edges of the sunlit side as well. It's going to start bringing that into a little bit more of a three-dimensional feel to it, just with that little bit of extra smudging. As my granddaughter used to say, never underestimate the power of smudge. We had a lot of laughs about that. So here we go. There's one basically cloud mass close up. The next clouds would be behind it, like so. That would be the bottom of the next cloud bank. So let me just bring some clouds down like this. Clouds that might go along and disappear up behind the big cloud bank that we have here. Bottom shadowed, far side a little bit shadowed. Nothing quite as dark and contrasting on this cloud bank as on the first one. That will make it recede a little bit and be a little more distant. So the next little cloud bank, again, the bottoms are very flat. That might be really faint. Very faint little shadows on the bottom. And there you go. It starts to push that back into another further distance from the viewer. Okay, that's pretty close to where we could stop if we want to make this a quick lesson. So, again, a little more shadowing on the bottom side. Most important thing, remember, when you're outside, look at clouds, look at trees, look at the sunlight, look where the shadows are. You know, as you start doing that, that is your best teacher. Mother Nature has got it all figured out. All we have to do is look, pay attention, and try and copy some of the things we see. So it's a great idea if you're really into drawing and you really want to, you know, keep developing, bring a sketchbook with you, even a small one with a nice pencil like this. Have it everywhere you go, and you can stop and do a 5-minute sketch when you're waiting in line somewhere. Just do a quick little sketch of a figure of somebody leaning against the wall off in the distance, or whatever it might be. Okay, so remember, keep your eyes open. Look at this beautiful world. The most important thing I always hoped that my art would do for people is to show them just what an incredibly beautiful world we have by all the, you know, colorful paintings that I do. And my hope is that by my doing that, people are going to really pay attention to the miracle of this world we've got and do everything they can to kind of keep it beautiful and clean and make it the best world they can. Well, there we go. I'm going to sign my name. Jim Free Heart. Celebrate the gift of life. That's a little symbol I made up like 40-some years ago when I started painting. So remember to celebrate your life today. It only comes once in your whole lifetime. So I hope you make it a wonderful one. Hope you look for opportunities to see the beautiful world. And please share the video. If you enjoyed it, pass it along. I'm hoping to get over the hump and actually earn something from my YouTube project that's been going on for 3 years now. And I'm not quite over the hump. I'm close. I'm really close. So help me out here. Okay, all the best to each of you. Have a beautiful day and keep on shining your lights. Okay, bye.